don't know if anyone remembers, but we have a pigeon in the garden. We've named him Peter. This is Peter. And he comes and visits, and he chills in the garden. Why does he look so concerned? Is it because we're going out into the garden? Let's see if he flies away. He's normally pretty good. He'll be back. What is this, Ep.5 already? I can't believe how quick things are moving. Okay, so today we're doing the tomato plants, and I did say that I was going to pop them on the other day, but it's after work, and well, that's just kind of the only time that I've had at the moment. I was meant to come out yesterday, but I didn't. The clocks have now changed. It is about, I think it's gone 7 o'clock at night, but it means that we now have time to do things in the garden, which is really exciting. So that means we're doing the tomato plants. That also means it's time to pop them on already, because in their little pots they look massive. I think I need to open another bag. That still isn't enough. So I think the idea was that I'm gonna put the tomato plants in here. They are huge. So these are the standard tomato plants. They're going to sit something like that. I've got one. What's that one? That's a Sweet Million. That's a Shirley. What's this one? That's a Shirley. Okay, so this one is a baby tomato. I'll leave that on for now. I'm just going to do the Shirleys in the pot. Just getting a blade to open up this bag. And then we can resume. Okay, this is a good time to show that Peter has just come back. He looks a little bit suspicious that we're out in the garden, but we're going to try and work with him here. So you can just see that he's pretty chill, isn't he? I'm just going to take this plant here out of the pot. So these are all of the Shirleys. These are the tomato Shirley plants. Just going to take them out of the pots, but you can see the amount of roots on them. Peter's really suspicious. Look at all of them. They're fantastic. They're doing really well. I'm just going to plonk that in the middle like that. And then I'm going to put some compost around the base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one so I don't scare the bird away. And then we're just going to put the compost in and around the tomato, just like that. And I'm going to just push down ever so steadily, like that, so I'm not disturbing too much of the root system. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the label at the top. And just like that, that's one done. He loves it, doesn't he? I think we should feature him regularly. So Peter picks out the best of the food that we give him, and he basically chucks out all of the rest to leave for his girlfriend that comes here every now and again. And not too long ago they had a baby pigeon that came to visit us, and it was actually quite sweet. I think he's quite tame because he doesn't mind us in the garden at the same time as him. Anyway, let's carry on. We might scare Peter away a second. I'm just gonna turn my back to him. No, he's gone. Alright, I'm just gonna get a couple of spoonfuls of compost because I'm gonna whack this in around the second one. So we've got this one here. Again, the roots on here are insane. Look at them. They're fantastic, aren't they? They're great. Plonk this one in the middle like that. Take the label out. And then just work in some of the compost in and around this plant. We just hold up its hair like the drunk girl in the nightclub. We've all been there, haven't we? Haven't we? And then we'll just pack in the compost in and around the plant, pushing a little bit just to stabilise it, give it a little wiggle, and then we know that's pretty much done. A couple of spoonfuls of compost at the edge. I'm going to make a little hole in the middle, in the centre there. I'm going to take this plant. These are done so well. To think this is the first day as well that since the clocks have changed. And already we've got a tomato plant that looks this size. But the roots on there are fantastic. Just going to pop that in the hole down there. I'm going to pinch those bits off the bottom just because we don't need them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in and around here. Beautifully done. And then just a little push down in the middle, in the centre. Give it a wobble like that. Push down again. Little wobble. And the label back in so we know what tomato plant it is. And just like that, the tomatoes are done. So now all I've got to do is maybe clean my hands and then water them. And what we'll do is the little tomato. I say little, I mean it's massive. Look at that. It's huge. But this is a sweet million. This is a slightly different variety. And this one is quite popular, apparently. And a high-yielding variety producing sweet red cherry fruits. So there we go. And it requires some support. You can see that. Because obviously it's leaning already. So we'll sort that out as well. We'll just pop these in a line and give them a little water. So I haven't watered them in a few days, so this will actually be really good for them. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these at the back like they were last time, because I feel like it worked really well last year, where they grew upwards from the back. This railing that's here, I feel like it worked really well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these canes that I've got, just going to move this forward, and then plonk that in the side. There we go. Where's my other one? Here is the third cane. Just to pull that forward and to pop that in like that. So now I'm just going to secure those to the fence. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some high utensil wire and I'm going to tie it to the rear of the post back here. And I'm going to go around the cane a couple of times. So it's going to go once, like that, and then a second time, like that, and then secure it back to the fence. Do exactly the same thing, but for all of them. Okay, so that's the tomatoes done at the back. I've got this one left to do, which is the sweet million. I'm going to very quickly do that now. Same process, pop it in a pot, and I'm going to give it a little cane, a little a bamboo cane, because I feel like one of those poles is a little bit too much at this stage, and I just want to basically ease it into stability. So yeah, let's do that now. Same sort of thing. Just tip some compost in here, just like that. And I'm going to grab the tomato plant and then just make a very small insertion in the middle there. Now, out of the pot it comes, and look at the roots on that. Turns out that one's done just as well as the others. Just going to make a little divot in the middle, pop that in, and just a little compression, duke the compost, and that's also done as well. And we're just going to grab this cane and pop it in pretty much next to where it is, like that, and I'm going to loosely tie that up. Have we got any Velcro? Take some Velcro. These are great, these little Velcro strips, because they literally just stick together. And that's it. That's pretty much... They're so strong. You can try and pull them apart, but it's quite difficult. I'm going to use 2 of them. I'm going to loop them together. So then later on down its growing journey, I can use the exact same ones, but loosen them. I'm going to loosely go round the middle of it to make a little loop. And then back round to Velcro it on. Just like that, so it has some sort of support. But again, very loosely. And that is pretty much as good as it's going to get. So there we go. Give it a little water. Just like that. And again, with the Velcro, it doesn't really matter if it gets damp, because that'll dry out. Looked like it needed it. The leaves at the side are starting to droop, which is a little bit unfortunate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can pop that one in the greenhouse. And just in the nick of time, because if I bring the light down, the moon's out. So there we have it. Anyway, I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. If you got anything from this, make sure you like and subscribe down below, and hopefully catch you in another video, whatever that may be, on the channel. Speak to you soon.